Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another interesting video. This time working on a 2007 Dodge Ram truck, 6.7 liters diesel TIPM. TIPM is the total integrated power module. This one is actually also the gateway. So if you have a car like this and you lose communication with your computers, you can talk to the TIPM. This is again the gateway. So the scanner talks to the TIPM and the TIPM communicates to the rest. So that is the first part that you need to check. Very common problem on these ones is the wiring, the connectors, they break under it. This is like you see here, it's a fuse box. So it's a fuse box, but it's more than that. And I'm going to show you the pictures of how that looks inside and everything. So this is from a customer here in Virginia, William. This is your TIPM. He brought it over here because he said the fuel pump is not coming on. And this is actually a relay. It's a hard state relay. It's no longer like the switches or relays that we're commonly seeing. And we will see again the pictures in here. So the reason of the video is to show William and you guys that I was able to fix this. I should have recorded the video of the disassemble or the test that I did before, but my computer froze and I lost the footage. So I'm sorry for that. But he knows that it wasn't working, so, and that's why it's obviously here. All right, so let me just show you some of the pictures that I have for this. Let me start with, again, as you have seen, if you are a follower in the channel, and if you are not, please subscribe to the channel. That really helps my small business a lot. Every time you subscribe, YouTube promotes my video more and more, and that's how you find me, and that's how the customers find me. So that will be an easy way to help me if you want to do so. Thank you so much. If you have a computer, instrument cluster, BCMs, anything that is automotive or marine, I will be able to definitely help you. As long as I can get wire diagrams and diagnostics for it, I will work in it. All right, let me move into this. Let me get you here. So this is the totally integrated power module, and I have the SUS already connected to it, but we will see that in a second. All right, so I made this. This is actually, well, this is a view of the fuse box. Well, let's call it fuse box. It's easier to understand. From underneath, all the connectors are in there. And as you see, thank you so much, Dodge. Dodge is one of the worst manufacturers that I have seen as far as information, specifically when it becomes more into Cummins engines. Anything that Cummins does is like, they give you the less amount of information possible that they can. I'm being like, you have to like if they give you a view like this from the fuse box underneath, why they don't put the pin numbers in here? If you go over to the connectors, that is the connector on the harness side. If you don't have the truck, like in my case, it's very time consuming. It was very time consuming to figure out the connections in here because the grounds are not grounds. This is actually, again, since it's a fuse box, the main function of this one is to provide power. So it has very minimum power just for the actual electronics inside because it's not supplying ground to anything except for, again, the COM bus inside in the microprocessor. So it is some grounds in there because some relays will be providing a ground, but very minimum again. So very hard to find. So I did this myself based on connections and wire diagrams that I can show you. I have them all like here. Let me just go over to, this is probably the easiest to see. Let me put this in a view of 2 pages. But yeah, so this is an overall view of the entire connections on this TIPM. But it's very, very, this is like probably the easiest to follow. But if you look into here, it's nothing that tells you which one is ignition. So you know that a module to power up, it needs what it needs, powers and grounds, right? So, but ground, a constant power is going to be to keep in the memory. So it's got to be when you turn ignition, it's got to be something that brings that ignition in here. If you read this diagram, and I'm going to keep it in here so you can watch it and look at all the lines, all it says is ignition output, fuse ignition switch out, fuse ignition switch out, and it's like 20 of them. So which one is? And you go over to the power distribution, to the ground distribution, and it's the same. It was hours just to figure it out, the connections. So yeah, like that's why I did this to help myself in the future and whoever is watching this video as well. If you want to know what the main powers and grounds are for this, well, there are here now. This is like I normally do. I will waste my time or use my time for once and for all because I make this so the next time I can do it quick, 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 and quick. But yeah, so we have power on pin 1, which again it doesn't tell you which one is pin 1, but it's the main connection that I have in here. So this yellow wire, that's pin 1. Is a very heavy wire. But I also put them into into this view so you know where pin 1 is. That's terminal 30, which is constant battery power. Ignition is in C2 pin 3, and now you can see because again they put letters A B C D E A B C D E G H K L. And then also you can see inside there where it says C2, C1, and it's not it's on whatever order the guy that was drunk decided to put in here. Because I don't understand why you will not do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and whatever. No. They decided to go C2, C1, C6, C5, C7, C4, C10, C9, C8, C3. So again, somebody was drunk and decided to do that, and it's the only explanation that I can come up with, right? But yeah, so I tried to put as much as information in here to make my life, and again, all of you this time that are watching the video as well. So what I have in here is the powers, the grounds, and the communication, which is the diagnostic communication, the one I need for the scanner. Like that, I can use the bidirectional control to show William and you that now when I use the bidirectional control, the fuel pump relay will come on. And that is, again, is connector C10, pin 18. All right, so that is an overall very quick way to show you what I have here on the bench. All right, so let me put the SUS in the screen. And I can go back, but realistically with what we have here, and I can go back, it's really not a problem. I can exit so you can see where I am actually right now. So I manually select the vehicle because we don't have the entire car. I'm not even trying to actually read it, but let's try that. No matter what, I can do it really quickly. So let's do the scanner. So this is a Dodge, and it's a 2007. So let's do an automatic DFT if it reads, because I actually never try even to read the TIPM, because usually the ones with the B number will be the cluster in the engine computer. BCM can, it actually does have it. Also, disregard what I said, it does have it. So this is actually very good. So yeah, as you can see, it's a 6.7 2007 Dodge Ram truck. And if I go over to Williams folder, and we see up in the top, it says 783-316. 783-316. So yeah, that is actually, and looks like that's the mileage. All right, so we enter now here. The only thing I have connected is, again, the TIPM Central Gateway. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to functional test. And then in here, I just select the fuel pump. I already checked, William, all the rest of the outputs, and everything is working 100% because I replaced all of the hard state switches or relays inside. Oh, I forgot to show you the pictures of that. So before we do that, let me show you the rest of the pictures. So that's also very important. Let me take the SUS away 1 second. Because I went on to show you the connections and I lost the sight of what I was also showing you. All right, so this is for you if you want to know where the locations of fuses and everything is. That is exactly, you can grab that picture in case you're missing one. And I was actually a little surprised because in this corner, the upper right corner, that 20 amp fuse is actually, it has three pins or three spots. So it's like a double fuse, but it is correct. And I checked with others that I have repaired, and it's correct. So it has to be like that, or in all it's coming like that. And I think this is for a test that you can use to move that fuse when you're doing the test. All right, this is the cover. Like if yours has no cover, which if it doesn't, please get one, because otherwise it will get wet and damage. So you can grab that one in case you need it. This is just the bottom where I always grab the picture. Let me just flip this around. Oh, didn't want to do that. I was just flipping it around so we can get it in the correct orientation, easier way to see. I always save pictures, so oh my, but these pins are damaged, or this was broken, or this is corroded, and I can go back and says, you know what, no, it wasn't broken, you're right. So let me double check that. But yeah, no, everything is fine. I always take pictures closely to see if I see any pin numbers, and as you can see, there is absolutely no marking except for the A, B, C, D, and whatever it does. So there is no C2, C1, or nothing in here. That is the part number. I always save that in case I need it. This is, again, more disassemble. This is the bottom of that board. I always take a closer picture to make sure that if I get one that somebody else has worked on it and is missing something, I can immediately pick it up. And that is a high definition picture. I can really come up, and almost read the part numbers on some of the components in here, which the ones that I have with what I can see the part numbers are in my folder. This is the order section, and this is William B number, and this is the bottom of the FICOM. This is what it used to be relays. So these are all that you see here. They're all relays except for obviously this. Well, they're switches, but all these are the now new relays that Dodge is using. And I think that's the last one. Oh yeah, no, I have another one in here. That's it. All right, yep, because I wanted to show you that just in case you have one. All right, let me get the SUS in here. It's going to be something very short. I'm trying to show you as much as information if you ever need it, right? So watch this test light that I have right here. I'm going to go into toggle. And you can see how it's on and off, on and off. And that is connected to the fuel pump relay. So William, now your TIPM is fully assembled and ready to go. I'll be contacting you shortly, and then he's going to pick it up because he's, again, local, but everything is now working 100%. All right, guys, again, this is more informative than any repair because, for every reason, I lost the footage. But I want to show you that, indeed, everything is working good, and you can do bi-directional controls, even in the bench. For this one, full communication is a gateway, so it should, right? All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.